Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by Reed Myers of Parma Western Football. How's it going?
Going pretty well. Got school's over with Friday. It's gonna be a good weekend.
Yeah. Okay, so before we get to how the football off season is going, you just wrapped up your season of lacrosse. Kind of a brand new team, five team called I believe it's Jackson United, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, Jackson United Lacrosse.
Yeah, what was that? What was that like? It's the kind of like the first year that you guys are kind of all together and stuff.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, we met a lot of new people and didn't know what to expect, but 4 wins for a first year program wasn't, it's not anything to look down on. So it was a great year.
Yeah. Yeah, so but yeah, what was it kind of like to just think that, five schools could combine to form one team? That you don't see that often.
No, not at all. It was pretty like crazy to think that it shouldn't have to take 5 schools to form a team, It should be every team has or every school has their own, but it just had to happen. So
Right.
yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about this football off season. What is it how has it been going so far? Coming off a really good year and all that.
Yeah, it's been great. Hitting up camps a lot. I just received my first 2 offers for Albion and Adrian. So that's been really good. I mean, hitting the weight room hard, that's probably the biggest thing. Just getting stronger, faster, understanding the game more.
Yeah. You're a quarterback. Of course, you started every game last year, coming off a really good season. And coming off a season what was that like to go through last year?
I mean, it was awesome. We scored the most points ever at Western history. That was pretty cool to experience. And just we were undefeated till week 7. So that feeling of just like the team coming together, it was an amazing feeling. It's a
Yeah.
great season overall.
Because Parma wasn't because it had been a while since Parma went um that deep into a season where you guys were undefeated. So
Yeah.
what was that like to just experience?
I mean, the pressure was definitely there to go undefeated, and every week there would be new posts about in the news about us remaining undefeated, and first time doing it since like 1966, and then unfortunately we fell short, but it was still a great overall experience.
To obviously Parma's had a lot of great teams throughout there, but to be the guy that kind of to be the guy under center, and obviously, everybody knows who you are and all that, and what's that like for you? It's like, yeah, I was on there.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love being able to walk back in the locker room and the whole team celebrating and knowing that I had a huge part of that. That just really that's the best part of football to me.
Okay. So let's talk about this summer, and I know that you've put a lot of focus into, this year. What is it going to be like for you? Because I know you're going to hit a lot of camps. But what is this year going to be like? Because I know that a lot of people are coming back.
Yeah, so this year, I mean, like I think the biggest thing for me personally is to take on like a big leadership role. We lost a lot of like 4-year starters and stuff, so it's gonna be, a big thing for me to step up. And then for the team, it's honestly just like just to prove who we are without those seniors and get back to where we were and not be satisfied with just a district championship.
Yeah. Um, to get a district championship last year, to kind of cap everything off. What did that mean?
And it felt amazing, and just accomplishing like getting a trophy and being able to hold it with all your friends who you've been growing up with playing football with forever. But I mean, we were we were pretty set on winning state championship this year, so we were we were satisfied. We weren't satisfied, but we were pleased with the district, but not satisfied.
Yeah. How let going through like this year, I'm pretty sure you've already, been through every game film, and I know that, knowing football players that you are your own biggest critic. Like, did you already like go through everything? It's like, okay, I need to do better at this,
Oh,
blah, blah.
definitely. Yep.
What are some of the things that you're looking to improve on this off season heading into the summer and really heading into camp?
Definitely decision making with, knowing like player personnel and downs and not throwing the deep ball on first down when you can run it, get a couple yards and take a shot next play. And just better understanding the personnel and the defense formations to really slow the game down so I can take advantage of it.
Yeah. Um, let me kind of ask you this, like, no, when did you know that you wanted to be a quarterback?
It was really, I mean, most people are from a young age, but me, I think it was probably end of ninth grade, I'd say. I had a bad ninth grade year. I wasn't the greatest. We were a losing team freshman in football. And then I really just because all through youth I played tight end. I was a big guy, so I always played tight end. And then after freshman year, I really wanted to play quarterback and took it very seriously. And now I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, so coming into, this season, I know that your conference is always pretty strong. Everyone knows, the thing is about football, everybody knows, who you're playing and stuff. I know there's a lot of good teams that are out there, and you guys have a pretty good schedule to start off, and including
Yep,
starting week one with Divine Child, and of course Traverse City Central, and then Marshall week three, of course, which is kind of an interesting game for you guys because you're playing your old athletic director.
yep.
So of course, getting ready you got some talented teams. What is this year going to be like in terms of what the what the I-8 could look like?
Yeah, I mean the IA it's always been, pretty led by the wing T by Harper Creek and Hastings. So I mean those teams are obviously the teams that, we have our especially Hastings because they upset us with stopping us on a 2-point conversion last year to ruin our season. So, Harper Hastings, obviously, those are two teams that, they kind of dig at us all through the summer, all through the offseason that we're looking to beat. And, the rest of the teams are obviously respectable. And, we'll take it week by week, every week, treat every team the same and just know what's coming.
Um, how would someone describe you on the football field?
Really a poised leader. I'm very calm. I'm not a yeller. I don't go out and yell at people. I encourage them, and if they mess up, I still encourage them. And yeah, I mean, poise really. I'm never rushed. I'm never too slow. I'm just perfect speed.
Yeah. How do you like mentally get ready for a game?
Mentally get ready. I go with classical jazz. I'd say before, like right before the game, I really love it. And well, before like driving to the school, it's country. It's got to be country. And then classical jazz in the locker room. I like to be out of the locker room. They're playing like heavy rap and heavy metal. I like to walk around and then really get loose. And then I'll go in there and hype up with them.
Yeah. Um, do you okay? Are you the type? Do you like have your everyone has their own pregame routine is and what does everyone? Do you think everyone has their own, or do you have is there like like certain steps you have to follow in it to get ready for a game or no?
Oh, absolutely. I'm super superstitious. I sleep on the same side of the bed before the night. I eat the same food. I do everything the exact same, wear the same stuff. I think pregame routines are very important to being you on the football field.
Yeah. Knowing that this will be your senior year, can you believe that you're a senior or no?
No, it's crazy. I mean, I've been playing tackle football here since second grade, and I've never thought a day in my life that it'd come to an end. And now that, the reality is starting to hit that I only have 9 guaranteed games left. So it's crazy.
Yeah. Um, so what are you gonna what are some of the things that you're gonna do? There's some things that you guys all need to do to make sure that it is a successful year for you.
Hold each other accountable. with attendance in the weight room in the summer. I mean, the summer's arguably the biggest part of football season, getting prepared for it. So I think we really need to hold each other accountable, work as hard as we can with, I mean, we're getting construction done on our field, so we're gonna be out in the field out there. It sucks. There's no shade, so summer's not gonna be, the easiest thing. So we all gotta show up and give it our best.
Yeah. So new field that you're gonna have this year. Are you guys going to turf or something?
Yep, brand new turf because last year we couldn't even play on it half the or a couple games because of the conditions.
Interesting. Where
Yeah.
did you guys play on a grass field or something?
Yeah, we played on grass and there were maggots actually under it. And
Really?
it was unsafe to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going from grass to turf, do you think that's going to be a difference?
Oh, I think it's just better my performance with, rainy games. It won't be muddy. It'll just be wet. It'll help me.
Yeah. All right. All right, Reed. Let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
All right.
Okay, what is best game that you had last year?
Best game has to be Stevensville Lakeshore, the district championship. Had two touchdowns, 200 yards ish, couple rushing yards, and yeah, it was just a great game overall.
Okay. What do you like better, throwing or running the ball?
Throwing, absolutely. Running's fun, but I'll leave that to the running backs and let me throw it.
Okay. Um, how do you handle a bad play?
I've always heard like a goldfish brain, just completely forget about it and move on to the next play. That's always how I treat it.
Okay. Let's see. Favorite player growing up?
Favorite player has to be Julian Edelman, for the Patriots wide receiver. I absolutely loved him. Him and Rob Gronkowski. I was a big Patriots guy. They really led me to be a wide receiver. And then, obviously I'm not the fastest, so I became quarterback.
Okay. Um, let's see. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? 'Cause Guardians of the Galaxy, I'd say is probably the whole series is just a great series.
Yeah. Um, and finally, what is something people do not know about you?
I'm gonna have to say my love for lawn mowing. I
Okay.
just absolutely love mowing my lawn, or yeah, mowing
Yeah,
my
yeah.
lawn.
Are you like into landscaping and stuff?
I love landscaping, big into it.
Yeah. A lot of people started businesses doing that.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like when it becomes a business, it takes the fun out of it. So I always just stick to my yard and just do my thing.
Yeah. It can be relaxing for some people, I've
Yeah,
found.
it really is.
So, all right. Well, Reed, thanks so much for the time as always, and we'll catch up with you maybe right before the season starts.
Yep. Alrighty. Nice talking to you. Thanks for having me.